Good morning, everybody, and how are you today? And it is a beautiful day. I don't think there's a cloud over there. I almost said I didn't think there's a cloud in the sky, but there are a couple. Beautiful fall colors, beautiful temperature, maybe 50 degrees. And I got a lot of things I want to get accomplished this morning. I've got some old goat bedding that I want to put over there on the seed growing bed, and I also want to rototill where the garlic is going to be planted and get some compost spread on that and raked in. And Danielle gave me a package of relatively new spinach seed, so we're going to replant that one spinach bed in the greenhouse because we had spinach in there that I planted a couple weeks ago when I planted the arugula, and the spinach did not germinate yet. It should have, so I'm going to replant that, and then after that we'll just take it from there. So let me go get the rototiller. You've seen that in action before, so I'm not going to make a big scene out of rototilling. I'll just a couple little clips, and just to show you how that goes. So let me go get that and we'll get started here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now I've got 2 beds rototilled for the garlic. This is one where we had carrots in, and this is the other bed where our beets were. So I've got them rototilled. I did 3 passes each, and now it's time for compost. I'll rake some compost in. I've got a couple 5-gallon pails of some nice compost over there that we made. Our humanure compost. Horror of horrors. Anyway, yep, that's what we're using. And in Elliot Coleman's books, he talks about distributing compost at about the rate of a 5-gallon pail every 20 feet. So these beds are, maybe 20 feet, maybe a little bit more. But I might bring in a 3rd pail. That pail covered about 2/3 of the row. I'm expecting I'll get about the same coverage over here in this row, and then I'll grab a 3rd pail and just finish out. That looks pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now I'll just rake it in. Like most other homesteads, our homestead has several different styles of rakes. I should have bought it over here, but we have a common spring leaf rake, which I like to use after I'm finished seeding. But then we also have these iron rakes. These very stiff, sometimes you call it a gravel rake. I call it an iron rake. And that's a very good rake for smoothing out a freshly rototilled bed and for raking compost underneath, mixing it into the top of the soil. That's a very good rake for that. But I have an even better rake I'll show you. This is my go-to rake for smoothing out our garden beds and for raking under compost, which is what I'm about to do right now. I like it because it is 30 inches wide. That's the principal reason. It has a lot of other advantages. I have little plastic tubing, like PEX tubing sections about 6 inches long, that I can slip on these tines, and when I do, like every 3rd one or so, I can use that to actually mark rows. So it's good for that. But I mostly use it just for bed preparation. And the 30-inch wide aspect is important to us because our garden beds are 30 inches wide. So it's just perfect. And most of the tools that we have here, well, several of them anyway, are designed for a 30-inch bed, like this rake. And also our rototiller has a rototiller attachment that's 30 inches. You can get from that BCS company rototiller attachments of different widths, 16 inches I've seen, like a Troy-Bilt tiller or most other tillers, but then they also make a 30-inch and a 33-inch. So we kind of settled on the 30-inch width of a bed because we got that idea from Elliot Coleman's books. He talks extensively about the 30-inch bed. Danielle gave me that rake for my birthday one year. My birthday is in May, which is perfect for getting ready for the gardening season. And she got it from Johnny's Seeds. We like the tools that come from Johnny's Seeds. A lot of companies have good tools also, but we've gotten quite a few of our tools from Johnny's Seeds. So, 30-inch bed it is. Oh, we've got a nice sun right now. It's quite beautiful out. It's just quite a pleasure to be working outdoors. And but did a lot of things today. Got that new spinach planted. And we've got those two beds all prepared for the big garlic planting tomorrow. So and I also yanked out some beans, a row of beans, get them out of the way. So, well, tomorrow's the big garlic planting day, so maybe I'll catch you then. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.